Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of America's fastest rising political stars and media power players, Karoline Leavitt. At just 27 years old, she's already made history as the youngest ever White House press secretary. But behind the headlines, the speeches, and the policy spin, lies another story, one of ambition, luxury, and a billionaire lifestyle that's caught the attention of both critics and admirers. So buckle up, because we're taking you inside the billionaire life of Karoline Leavitt, her rapid rise, the networks of power, and the private world she's built alongside political influence and generational wealth. 1. A rapid rise to the West Wing. Born in 1997 in Atkinson, New Hampshire, Karoline Claire Leavitt grew up in a modest, working-class family. Her parents owned a small-town ice cream stand and a truck dealership. Far from the world of Washington insiders, Karoline's upbringing was rooted in long hours, small business grit, and family values. A standout student, she pursued political science and communications at St. Anselm College, where she earned a softball scholarship. It wasn't just academics. Karoline thrived in debate, public speaking, and student government, laying the foundation for a career in public service. By her early 20s, she was already making moves in Washington, taking on internships with conservative figures and rising quickly through the ranks. What set her apart wasn't just ambition, it was her ability to connect with grassroots America while navigating elite power circles. In 2025, history was made. At just 27 years old, Karoline Leavitt was appointed as the youngest ever White House press secretary. Her official salary? About $180,000 annually. But her real power extended far beyond that paycheck, into media contracts, speaking engagements, smart investments, and a high-profile marriage that expanded her reach into billionaire networks. From ice cream scoops in New Hampshire to the West Wing podium, her journey is one of grit, determination, and carefully cultivated opportunity. 2. Power meets wealth. The rise of a political celebrity. With her historic appointment, Karoline became a household name. The press briefings weren't just policy, they were prime-time events, streamed to millions across YouTube, Twitter, and cable news. Her sharp responses and fearless style turned her into both a lightning rod and a rising conservative icon. That visibility quickly transformed into influence, and influence into wealth. Karoline began landing book deals, exclusive speaking engagements, and consulting offers. Think tanks, media outlets, and political donors all saw her as a voice worth investing in. Her brand as a Gen Z conservative trailblazer gave her unique leverage. Unlike the traditional Washington elite, Karoline blended relatability with authority. And brands wanted in. Luxury fashion houses, political media platforms, and even tech conferences started extending invitations. Her net worth, once modest, began climbing into the millions. Not just from salary, but from equity stakes, private investments, and connections to billionaire donors and political financiers who believed in amplifying her profile. In short, she became more than a political figure, she became a political celebrity. 3. The lifestyle of influence. So what does life look like when you're a 20-something millionaire with direct access to Washington's inner circle? For Karoline Leavitt, it's a mix of tradition and opulence. She divides her time between Washington, D.C., New Hampshire, and luxury retreats across the country. Reports suggest she enjoys residences in both Georgetown and Palm Beach, properties valued in the multi-millions, some tied to her wealthy spouse's portfolio. Her fashion sense has also evolved. Gone are the days of off-the-rack outfits. Now she's seen in tailored designer wear, often favoring American luxury brands that emphasize elegance and power. Handbags worth $10,000, shoes designed for red carpets, and custom jewelry have all become part of her public image. travel is no less lavish. While official duties might keep her grounded in DC, private life includes trips on chartered jets, luxury SUVs with private drivers, and invitations to billionaire-owned estates for quiet strategy sessions or glamorous fundraisers. But what truly sets Karoline apart is her ability to merge the personal with the political. She's equally comfortable delivering a policy briefing at the White House, sipping champagne at a Palm Beach gala, or attending high-powered networking events at exclusive country clubs. 4. Marriage, wealth, and the billionaire network behind Karoline's rise is also a partnership that has boosted her into billionaire circles. Her spouse, a wealthy investor with deep ties to real estate and finance, has expanded their combined portfolio into the multi-million-dollar range. Together, they've secured investments in luxury properties, media ventures, and tech startups aligned with conservative innovation. This union has placed Karoline in the orbit of America's billionaire elite, from Silicon Valley donors to Wall Street moguls. At 27, she's not just a political communicator, she's a figure operating at the intersection of wealth and power. Exclusive retreats in Aspen, private dinners in Manhattan, and access to global forums have become part of her normal. Each event isn't just social, it's an opportunity to expand influence, secure funding, and position herself as the face of a new conservative generation. 5. Balancing luxury with image. Of course, being young, wealthy, and politically powerful comes with challenges. Critics point to the contrast between her working-class roots and her billionaire lifestyle. They question whether she can truly relate to the struggles of ordinary Americans while living in million-dollar estates and traveling in private luxury. Karoline has navigated this by emphasizing her family story, constantly reminding audiences of her parents' small business roots, her scholarship path, and her rise without political dynasty connections. Her luxury lifestyle isn't hidden, but carefully framed. Instead of flaunting extravagance on social media, she keeps a polished and professional presence, allowing glimpses of wealth without overshadowing her political identity. It's a delicate balance, but one she manages strategically. 6. The future of Karoline Leavitt. So where does she go from here? At 27, Karoline Leavitt has already achieved what many dream of: a seat at the table of power, a multi-million-dollar net worth, and a lifestyle among America's wealthiest. Some speculate she'll follow the path of other press secretaries, into media empires, think tanks, or private consulting that pays millions. Others believe she could one day run for higher office herself, leveraging her youth, charisma, and financial backing to build a political dynasty of her own. Regardless, one thing is certain: Karoline Leavitt's billionaire life is just beginning. She's more than a spokesperson, she's an emerging power player, a bridge between grassroots America and billionaire influence, and a symbol of how quickly the game of politics and wealth can elevate someone to the top. And that's the inside look at the billionaire life of Karoline Leavitt. From her humble beginnings in New Hampshire to the podium of the White House, and now into a world of wealth, power, and luxury, her story is as much about ambition as it is about influence. She's rewriting the rules of what it means to be young, powerful, and wealthy in America today. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our next exploration into the lives of the world's most powerful figures. Until next time, stay curious, and keep watching.